West of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Waddle, the motion man right. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Quick throw here to Johnston. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
5-9, 5-9. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here we
Counting
go.
down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Yellow, blue.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, TJ. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Jets at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Steel, black. Hey, red.
Ridder from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Steps away. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
After 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Go.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Ritter. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready?
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Sit. Mega.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Come on, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Line it.
Ritter. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Chargers 17, Jets nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Blue striker.
Ritter back to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
35. That's good for a Jets.
Quick pass out to Miller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
31-yard line.
Six.
In motion, it's Miller.
Edo blue. Hut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Blue. Go.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They work now on 2nd and 9.
White. Fury. Yellow. Smash. Red. Go pink.
Ritter to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Okay.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Red. Yellow. Ready.
Ritter now. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gay's kick is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On first down, Justin Herbert.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he goes out right around the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Hardman on the return.
He can't get him down. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. On first down, Ritter. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Ridder will set up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On the double.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Ridder.
Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
6. Beckham. Black shot.
Out of the gun, here's Ridder.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play before the half. Here's Ridder.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ridder with it after the play fake.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they'll run it here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. Go red. Red, cycle. Blaster, sit. Ready.
Here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Dawson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yellow, zoom.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
White. Hey, red.
Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Hey, ram.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Baylor Tiger.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
the troops right. 59, 59.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Sit. Hey, Kappa, 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 Kappa. Baylor tight.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
Ray.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Let's go now. 2nd and 5.
Clock, 10. Zoom, black. Fury, yellow. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Miller in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Going play action. Ritter.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Dawson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ready.
3rd and 8.
Smash, red. Slide blue. Rail, yellow.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
59. Home trips right.
Play action. It's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Here's Hardman to return.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ritter back to throw.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Ready.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ritter from the gun.
Going up top for Miller. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Herbert. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
still going.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. James Cook, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our... take the lead here in the fourth.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Chargers 24, Jets 17. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And he finds a man in the crossing line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, here's Ritter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Crowd right.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Waddle. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Jets 17. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Miller, the man in motion.
Black shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Claude Ray.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry up.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Herbert changing things up. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, green. White. 22 needle. Fury, yellow. Ready.
Here's Ritter.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd down.
Yellow, go. Smash, red. Slide smooth. Rail, yellow. Cut.
Ritter. Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ritter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock. and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On the set.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Ridder looks to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Green Jack. Steel, black. 6, mega.
Here's Ridder. Pass caught, Miller.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready.
Here's 1st down.
Black shot. Ready.
Back to throw. Ridder.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Yellow, zoom. Drill green. Hut.
Throwing now is Ridder.
And his throw is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Set, hut.
Here now, 3rd down.
Claws red. Blue striker. Set.
Ridder looking to throw it here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Ready, set.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Hey, red. Red, cycle. Blaster, 6. Needle, blue. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Fight, white. Set.
Ridder to throw it.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers.
Ready.
Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
On first down, Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Come on, set.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here's yellow. Zoom black. Ready.
Ritter now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for L.A., their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.